terms of originality, I've fallen flat on this one. The top 10 Mario games has already been done to death enough, but I just wanted to give my own 2 bits on it. The Mario series is undeniably the most popular game series on the planet, with equally amazing games. And with so many great ones, I had a difficult time with this one, so many of your favourites probably didn't make the list. Finally, please respect my opinions and choices, so if you see your favourite that didn't make the list, please don't backlash. Without further ado, this is MadJack64's Top 10 Favourite Mario Games. Yeah, you're seeing it right. Super Mario Bros. 3 isn't number 1.
Why not?
I was born in 1997 in case you don't know, so I didn't have the privilege of playing this game as a child, but I have to say, I think I missed out. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the sequel to the revolutionary Super Mario Bros. And is undeniably the superior version. They took everything you loved about the original and improved it in almost every way. The levels now ranged in great design from grassy fields, snowy hills, and a world where everything is giant. The power-ups are also crazy, like a frog suit, a tanuki suit that turns into a stone statue, and a raccoon that lets you fly for short periods. But the gameplay steals the show. With the new map system and insane power-ups, the gameplay has never been better. Why isn't it any higher? As I mentioned before, I didn't grow up with this game, which is why many classics don't make the list. But nevertheless, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a great game, and my favourite video game on NES. What? Super Mario World isn't number 1 either?
Why not?
I already said I didn't grow up with this game, but I kinda wish I did now. What Super Mario Bros. Started, 3 improved, but World perfected. The levels are now twice as long as number 3, and the game introduces new power-ups like the cape, and of course, Yoshi. With this new ally, Mario explores all sorts of areas across Dinosaur Land, from rocky mountains to lush forests. The music's really nice, and the graphics really displayed what the Super Nintendo was capable of, which is why it is more than worthy to be the number 9 spot on this countdown. It was about time they made a 4-player Mario platformer. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is not only a great multiplayer game, but an equally great single-player experience too. The generic plot of Peach's kidnapping is present here, but that really isn't a problem here with the great music and fun gameplay. The multiplayer with 3 other players makes it some really enjoyable co-op, but let's face it, it's most fun when you be a complete dick to the others. Cooperative or competitive, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a great game for friends and family alike. Hey, it's my list, and I love Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, I know it's not really a Mario game because you play as Luigi, but it's from the Mario universe, so it counts. Taking the control of Luigi, you must venture into the dark and eerie mansion, and using the trusty Poltergust 3000, you must find and capture all the ghosts in the mansion. The atmosphere is incredible. You really feel the isolation and fear Luigi is feeling, and the exploration element is perfect. With all these elements put together, I have only one question. Why is this game so underrated? If you haven't played it before, do me a favour and just give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. Hands down, the best RPG on the N64. Paper Mario combines the strategic turn-based elements of RPGs and the comedic fun elements of the Mario series in what seems like a perfect blend. Taking place in the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond, Mario travels to all sorts of exotic locations like the desert, a castle, and even a giant toy box. But Mario is not alone on this adventure. Joining him are a cast of wacky characters, 3 of which he will be using and the rest you'll never touch. The music is pretty nice and the graphics are really unique, given the perspective that everything is made out of paper. Paper Mario may seem thin, but the adventure is anything but. Out of all my recent years as a gamer, I don't think I've ever played a game that came as close as the enjoyment I got from playing Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. The gameplay is addicting, the music is cheerful, and the graphics are incredible for the DS. The humour is also superb, and the story is both funny and epic, what with Forful being the main villain. You can't go wrong with that. The bosses are all enjoyable and fun to battle, my favourite being Junker of course. The RPG elements are also pretty well balanced, and the addition of dodging and countering enemy attacks was a really helpful touch. Altogether, Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is probably my favourite DS game. But then there's that other one. The Mario Kart series has been going on for 2 decades now, but many agree, like myself, that the best one is on the DS. While the single player was great because it included a fun mission mode, the game shies in the fun multiplayer. If you can find 7 other players, each with a DS and a copy of Mario Kart, it makes for a frantic and fun afternoon. With a huge cast of characters, vehicles and tracks, the creativity is off the chart here. But let's face it, we would have wanted to play as Yoshi, didn't we? Not me though. Dry bones, bitches! Graphics are good for the DS, and the music is once again spectacular. Hands down, the greatest multiplayer experience I have ever had.
It's me, Mario!
One of the most revolutionary games ever created. This game revolutionized the 3D platformer. Hell, I'd go further to say this game created the 3D platformer. You had complete control over Mario, and more importantly, the camera. If you died, it was your own fault. The level design was amazing. They all ranged in various designs, but all focused on the amazing exploration feel. You can collect the power stars, but there was nothing more satisfying than just discovering something new. And all the fond memories I'll cherish. The giant eel, the boo in the hallway, the killer piano, and of course, flying for the first time. That's what this game is for me. Memories I will cherish for the rest of my life. Quite possibly the best game on Wii. Super Mario Galaxy was the first real game that made people go out and buy the system. The music was simply sensational, and the graphics really showed what the Wii is capable of. The creativity and originality was incredible. With the exceptions of a few galaxies, they were all an absolute joy to play. My 3 favourites were the Ghostly Galaxy, Sweet Sweet Galaxy, and Melty Molten Galaxy, but that's just me. The gravity and planetary effects were revolutionary, and the gameplay is satisfying and addicting. Basically, a perfect game. Oh, but what about the sequel? Better galaxies, better challenge, better gameplay, pretty much better everything. So why isn't it number 1? Well, I'm like the only soul on the planet that actually prefers the original. To me, Galaxy 2 felt too similar to the first one, but with Yoshi. Not that it's a bad game, it just wasn't as good as the original, but that's just me. The original was just so amazing and revolutionary, and one of the greatest games I've ever played. But what Mario game could top it? Well, let's recap. Number 10, Super Mario Bros. 3. Number 9, Super Mario World. Number 8, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Number 7, Luigi's Mansion. Number 6, Paper Mario. Number 5, Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Number 4, Mario Kart DS. Number 3, Super Mario 64. And number 2, Super Mario Galaxy. Rarely would I ever call a game perfect, but Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is simply put the greatest game I have ever played. Every single aspect of this game is perfect. The story is both epic and entertaining, the characters are all charming and memorable, the soundtrack is catchy and uplifting, the controls are solid and easy to learn, and the gameplay is spectacular. The simplistic Mario gameplay mixed with the strategic RPG elements have combined into an incredibly fun and addicting style of gameplay. All the areas and locations are all bursting with charm and appeal, and is a major improvement over the original in almost every way. If you haven't played this game, you are seriously missing out. I don't say this lightly, folks, but I am MadJack64, and my favourite video game of all time is Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door.